YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Josh, back up in the stand with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Hey, man, you heard me talking with my boy Draco on my last video. We was talking about chasing them dreams, man. Them dream chasers, bro. And if you ain't seen the video, make sure you go ahead and check that joint out, man, for sure, man. That joint was a banger. But it got me thinking, man. When I started out, just to recap, in the video I mentioned something about proving the ones that's supporting you, proving the one that's believing that you can do it. Prove those people's right. Prove them folks right. You know what I'm saying? The people that are in your corner wanting to see you win, etc., etc. Don't focus on the people that are dissatisfied with you, don't believe in you, etc., etc. And so I started recalling back on when I started doing these YouTube videos and recording and willing to put myself out there. You see, it's very easy to say focus on the ones who support you, yada yada yada, but don't focus on ones that don't support you. It's very easy to say, but say for example there was 50 pat on the backs to you, 50 congratulations, 50 you're great, 50 yellow stars you get. You know what I'm saying? People supporting what you're doing, right? 50 people. And let's say that one person decided not to. They actually gave you a dissatisfaction look. They gave you disapproval. You know what I'm saying? Gave you red star, whatever you want to call it, bro. And when you're in the early stages of chasing your dream or chasing something that you may be passionate about or a new habit that you want to instill into your daily habit, that's all it takes is it just takes one person to just knock you off course. 100 people tell you that's the right course you on, and then it'll take this one person to come around and say, why you doing that? That's stupid. Don't do it that way. Or look at you trying to be X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. And that's all it will take to just get you off track, get you off course, to get you deeply thinking about, am I doing the right thing? Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing that? And so I understand the struggle. And the only way that you can overcome that struggle is just by going through it, by continuing to show up every single day. I'm here to tell you that the reason why you would let that one person to negatively affect you and knock you off your course is because you're looking for your confidence outside of yourself. You're looking for reassurance outside of yourself. You're looking for answers outside of yourself. You don't know who you are, so you're wanting people to tell you who you are. That's why people that are so affected by negative talk and are sensitive to comments and things of that nature, they typically, a symptom that you can notice is that they don't know themselves within. They don't know what type of person they are. They don't know if they're a confident person. They don't know whether or not they're an intellectual person. They don't know if they're thoughtful. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't know who they are. And when it comes to finding out who they are, they look to other people and outside sources to tell them who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? It gets them in a pause, and it freezes them, and it gets them doubting, is because they literally go back and think, am I doing too much? Or are my videos not working? Or is this not real? They really second guess it, and then off of that one interaction, they quit. All because one person didn't agree with it. As opposed to messing with the 50 people that did agree with it, did support it, and wanted to see it flourish and continue to be great. You let one person, one thumbs down, take you off the map completely. And so I'm here to tell you that, or here to explain how the basics of that and what you have to be aware of. And I'm here to tell you that that feeling is never going away if you don't eventually get to know who yourself is, get confident in who you are, and understand and get to a point to where people's words and opinions about you don't even matter. You know, say for example, I'm here at work. I'm in the military. And so I've been in the military for about 5 years now. And I've kind of got my system down. I've kind of been doing it every single day for the past 5 years. So I've gotten more comfortable and gotten more confident in what I'm doing and the impact and significance it has. And so when it comes to somebody who wants to complain about me or say I'm doing X, Y, and Z, or say I'm not supporting, or say I'm the worst officer or the worst person that, you know what I mean, yada, 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 I don't let that affect me nearly as much as it did when I started out at year one. Why? Because I haven't put the reps in. I haven't put the work in. I haven't discovered what I bring to the table and who I truly was. And because I didn't at that early stage, it was very easy for me to want to listen to others and wanting to care about people's opinions and wanting to care if they liked me or not. Is because I didn't really necessarily know if I should like myself or be confident in who I was. But ever since I've been doing it for 5 years, I know who I am. I know what I can bring to the table. And so if somebody's disagreeing with what I'm doing or disagreeing with how I'm doing it and things of that nature, I'm willing to let that slide because I've already been in for 5 years and I've already seen what went right and what went wrong and where do we need to go. And so when you guys are starting out chasing your dream, you have to understand that, bro, the only way that you can really become unaffected by those folks' opinion and those disapprovals and those people that are hating on your stuff, bro, you just got to keep on showing up. Keep on showing up every single day, every single night, every single week, every single month, bro. Show up. Continue to show up. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, getting hate from somebody or knowing somebody doesn't mess with it or somebody doesn't approve it and you still do it anyways. It's going to be feeling awkward at first. But if you can get that limitation that you're putting on yourself, because that's one thing that I understand is that when you put people's opinions and keep wondering about satisfying them and getting them to getting them to hit the like button and doing all that stuff, when you truly put that to the back seat of what you want for your life and what you have envisioned, bro, the potential is unlimited, bro. The reach is so high. Guys, I was listening to an old video, I think of Stephen A. Smith, and he was talking about why LeBron is not as good as Jordan. And I'm a big LeBron fan, and it was actually very well spoken. And the reason why he said that LeBron would never be better than Jordan is because LeBron had to get comfortable or learn how to be like Jordan. He had to learn what it was to be like Jordan. He didn't start off like Jordan off rip. He had to learn how to do that. Because if you guys don't know, if y'all are really young and stuff, LeBron used to be a very non-confident basketball player. He would try to avoid situations, avoid going through the free throw line because he lacked the ability or confidence to go to the free throw line and knock down shots. He would pass up game-winning shots to teammates sometimes because he was scared to, you know what I'm saying, be the center of attention and get critiqued over taking the shot or missing the shot. He'd rather not deal with it, and he'd rather push that pressure and push that spotlight off of him. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't do press conferences by himself. He would always have D Wade or somebody on the next to him. He wouldn't do why? Because he wasn't confident in who he was. In the first 10 years, you could say, in LeBron's career, he didn't know who he was as a player. He knew he wanted to be great, and he knew that his willingness and his drive to be great, but what was stopping him is he was letting the naysayers and letting the negative comments and letting the critics and letting the media create narratives, and he tried to prevent those narratives from happening. And so what he would do to prevent those narratives from happening is that he would limit his ability to be seen or limit the opportunity for them to critique him. You know what I'm saying? Not going out and performing and taking over the game with force because he was scared he was going to miss shots or scared he was going to make the bad decision, and he'd rather not deal with the bad press that came along with it. And so the reason why Stephen A. said LeBron would never be Jordan is because Jordan didn't have those problems. Jordan's, when he started playing, he was off rip. He was trying to take your head off. He was trying to put up 60 every single time. He didn't care. When it came to the media, when it came to the critiques and stuff like that, he didn't care. He understood that he had to take the game over, and that if he wanted his team to be the most successful, it was going to be him being the aggressor and standing out front, willing to take the shots that nobody else could take or dare take. LeBron tried to avoid those in some certain instances. And I'm telling you, and I'm here to ask you, bro, what shots are you scared to take right now because you scared of what somebody's going to tell you or is going to say? What are you scared what somebody's going to comment? You scared about, you know what I'm saying? You could be scoring 30, you could be scoring 40, but you only scoring 20 because you scared to shoot the ball, because you scared of being in the spotlight, being in an area where you are subject to the criticism. That's what comes along with chasing something that's inordinary. When it comes to chasing something great, it's going to come along with it. It's going to come along with it. You're going to have people that are going to sit there and doubt you and say that what you're doing is not the right thing to do, and saying you're trash and you're this and you're that. That's where the confidence comes in. The confidence comes in when you continue to practice the daily habits, day in, day out, understanding what is being asked of you, and understanding that whatever is being asked of you or whatever your impact is, you can fully do it at the best of your abilities, and nobody can do it like you can do it. You have to tell yourself that, and you have to truly, honestly believe that. And sometimes, and actually not even sometimes, most of the times, for most people, is that feeling or that point of view or that perspective won't come to you unless you just continue to put your head down, and just keep grinding. And when I say put your head down, bro, I'm also meaning covering your ears, limiting the noise, covering your eyes, limiting what you see from everybody else, bro. That stuff don't matter. The only thing that matters for you is just making sure that you get yourself to the standard that you set yourself to, that you're asking yourself to, that you provide the best life you possibly can, because you genuinely love yourself. You love yourself as much as anything in this world. That's why you gonna grind and give it your all for yourself, bro. That's why what somebody else has to say about you, or what somebody has to say that's not like you, don't focus on them, bro. What their opinion is and what they got going on is so small and minute compared to the destiny that God has called you for, bro. You are too great to let something like little itty words from some loser stop you from reaching your true potential, reaching the height that you never thought you could reach. And how would you feel looking back on life that you could have reached a new height? You could have reached an unknown potential and an unknown limit, but you didn't, because you let Billy Bob say something, and because of what he had going on or what he said, you let that affect your entire life. Then you get down 10, 20 years later and you realize that Billy Bob hated himself the entire time and was willing to say anything to keep everybody down on his level instead of watching people transcend above him. That's what you're going to realize if you fail to act right now. If you fail to look at the criticism and look at it as if it's nothing. I don't want you to be faced with that regret. With this one life that you have, bro, you've been watching my videos, bro. If you've been watching my videos, that's the one thing I don't want for you, is to look back on your life and saying wish, coulda, shoulda, or something like that. No, bro. I want you to get everything you set your life out, that you set yourself out to in this entire life. Whatever you want, bro, I want you to be able to get. You want to be able to make 6 figures in 10 years, bro? You want to be able to make 6 figures in a year from today, bro? I believe you can 100%. But what you look like not making 6 figures because you care about what somebody that's making 4 figures got to say. Or you worried, you trying to make six figures, but you can't because you worried about what somebody that's making 5 figures got to say. It doesn't make sense, bro. You want to go work out, look jacked, look shredded, have all the confidence in the world. What you look like caring about with somebody who ain't got no confidence, look like ass, look like shit, look like he don't work out, look like he got look like he pregnant with a beer belly and everything. What you look like trying to, you know what I'm saying, impress somebody like that. So that's all I got for y'all boys, man. Keep chasing your dreams. Put yourself in those uncomfortable situations. Don't try to avoid the spotlight. Don't try to avoid the critiques. It's what comes along with it. If you really about that life, man, you just keep pushing through it to a point to where you get the confidence and you know who you are. The problem is that you don't know who you are, know what you're capable of. And so you're looking for that answer from everybody else when the answers are not there. The only way that you can fully be confident, fully love yourself, get to know yourself, is not listening to other people, but you just putting the work in and grinding and figuring it out. Day at a time, day by day. Not necessarily looking for perfection, but looking for progression. 1% better each and every single day. That's all we got to do. 1%. So that's all I got for y'all boys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.